Most people think of dopamine as the pleasure chemical, but that's only part of the story. Dopamine isn't just about pleasure, it's about pursuit. It's the brain's way of saying, that's important, go get it. At its core, dopamine is a chemical messenger that drives motivation, focus, and desire. It helps you seek rewards, push through obstacles, and stay locked in on your goals. Without it, even the simplest tasks feel overwhelming. But how exactly does dopamine work? And more importantly, how can you use this understanding to boost your motivation and productivity every single day? Let's start with the basics. Your brain is a prediction machine. It's constantly scanning your environment, looking for cues that something valuable might be within reach. When it spots one, whether it's the sight of your phone lighting up, a notification ping, or the thought of finishing a big project, it sends a surge of dopamine. That dopamine spike doesn't mean you've received the reward. It means your brain thinks the reward is close. It's the anticipation that drives the action. This is why dopamine is linked more to motivation than to pleasure. Pleasure is passive. Motivation is active. Dopamine fuels the chase. Now here's where it gets interesting. There are two types of dopamine activity, tonic and phasic. Tonic dopamine is the baseline level circulating in your brain. It's like the background hum of a machine. Phasic dopamine, on the other hand, is the burst that happens in response to a stimulus. Let's say you set a goal to go to the gym. The first time you think about it, your brain might give you a little phasic hit, just enough to get you moving. But if you keep showing up consistently, your tonic levels start to rise. You begin to identify as someone who works out. The behavior becomes easier. That's the long game. Building a high dopamine life isn't about chasing quick bursts. It's about raising your baseline. Unfortunately, modern life is packed with things that hijack your dopamine system. Social media, junk food, video games. All designed to spike your dopamine in short, intense bursts, without any real effort or reward behind them. Over time, this leads to a crash. Your brain becomes desensitized. You lose motivation. Things that used to feel exciting now feel dull. You stop chasing long-term goals and start settling for instant hits. So, how do you fix it? The answer is simple, but not easy. You need to retrain your brain to value delayed gratification, to build a more resilient and sustainable relationship with dopamine. Here's how. Step 1. Remove the noise. Start by cutting back on the artificial dopamine spikes. That doesn't mean quitting everything cold turkey, but be mindful. If you're constantly scrolling, snacking, and chasing stimulation, you're draining your ability to focus. Replace low-effort highs with effort-driven rewards. A deep workout. Finishing a difficult task. Reading a full chapter. These activities don't spike your dopamine instantly, but they earn your dopamine over time. Step 2. Use dopamine as a compass. Remember, dopamine isn't the reward. It's the signal that a reward might be near. So, listen to it. What are the things that spark curiosity, energy, or excitement in you? What do you find yourself thinking about when you're supposed to be doing something else? Sometimes, the things that pull your attention are pointing you toward your purpose, not always, but often enough that it's worth exploring. Step 3. Break goals into small wins. One of dopamine's most powerful effects is reinforcement. When you complete a task and feel a little spark of satisfaction, your brain takes note. That felt good. Do it again. So, make it easy to win. Break your big goals into bite-sized steps. Celebrate small victories. Check things off. This creates a feedback loop where action fuels motivation, and motivation fuels more action. Step 4. Delay gratification on purpose. If you really want to master your dopamine system, practice waiting. Work for something, then pause before enjoying the reward. That delay strengthens your discipline and makes the reward more satisfying. It's like training a muscle. The more you wait, the more control you develop. The more control you develop, the more motivated you become, because you know you can delay the reward and still keep going. Step 5. Build routines that don't rely on mood. Here's the truth most people avoid. Motivation is unreliable. It fluctuates, it fades, but discipline, routine, and identity, they last. Don't wait to feel motivated. Build systems, set schedules, attach your actions to triggers. For example, after I drink my morning coffee, I write for 30 minutes. Or, after I shut my laptop, I go for a walk. Link your habits to other actions, not emotions. That's how you create consistency, especially on the days you don't feel like showing up. Final thought, dopamine isn't your enemy, it's your guide. It's the signal that something matters. The key is learning how to use it wisely, to stop chasing empty hits, and start building a meaningful life. When you align your dopamine with long-term purpose, when you stop being a prisoner of your cravings, and when you start creating real momentum toward your goals, that's when motivation becomes effortless. That's when progress becomes automatic. That's when you reclaim control. And that's how dopamine truly powers your life. Thanks for watching. If this video helped you understand how dopamine affects your motivation, consider subscribing for more insights on mastering your mind, building discipline, and unlocking your full potential. Remember, motivation isn't something you wait for. It's something you build. One habit, one decision, one day at a time. Until next time, stay focused and stay in motion.